Welcome back, guys. Well, I thought I had seen it all, but now, buy now, pay later has come to the housing market in Southwest Florida. It was right under my nose this entire time. Somehow I didn't make the connection, but I've been telling you guys about these crazy incentives the builders are offering. You guys saw my last video, 0% down, zero closing costs, things like that. They'll buy your insurance for a year. Crazy. We all know about the rate buy downs, which are just really adjustable rate mortgages under a different name. All these different creative things they're trying to do, aside from lower the price, won't do that, to get people in these homes. I saw an ad on Facebook today, which blew me away. There was a local builder in the area offering to pay your homeowners association fees in full for the first year. It's crazy. You know, why this boggles my mind is, as my buddy Anthony again rightfully pointed out that I didn't see, he said it's just buy now, pay later. It's just deferring the payments and the suffering. And I was like, wow, man, you're right. That had not even occurred to me. They're just keeping the first year artificially low to get you in the house. We all know that. But I hadn't made the connection that it's no different than these Affirm programs because the debt's going to come due, you know. And what I'm really worried about now, and this is a very likely scenario, is that somebody was able to take advantage of all three of these programs. So you have someone who had the builder buy down their interest rate, gave them an adjustable rate mortgage. Perhaps their insurance was a great intro rate, or it was paid for a year, and now they're paying your HOA for a year. What is going to happen? What do you guys think is going to happen when all three of those things, even two of those things, even one of those things comes due a year after you own your home? So guys, I think it's funny that all we hear about is how great the economy's doing. GDP's killing it. Everybody's buying houses in Southwest Florida. But they have to offer all these weird incentives, and it's really not even getting the job done. So risky incentives, if you ask me. I mean, I don't know. Everybody makes their own decisions. And if you're going to buy and you want to take advantage of something like that, I don't see anything wrong with it. But, you know, it doesn't seem like if you need to do that we are killing it down here. You know, you're selling all your builds out. Why are you offering incentives at all? Same thing with the rentals. Well, everybody wants to rent. Why are you doing 3 months of rent? Why are you doing waive deposits? Things like that. Little seafoam. All right, here we go. Look, it's snowing in Florida, guys. I told you it was cold. Nobody believes me. The culprit. Speaking of rents, guys, Charlotte County now sitting at $1,080 as of me checking this morning. And man, it's just not going down. We're not taking rental properties off the market here. Again, go back to my video from June. 600 in Charlotte County. Now we have 1,080 on Zillow, and there's way more on forrent.com. You guys know the apartment complexes are opening, but they're building those things all over the country. It's not just here, and I can't understand what sort of demand that they think is going to hit every area all at once to fill these. So still going to keep an eye on those and see how they shake out. But Charlotte County really getting flooded with rentals here. And I mean, they're offering deals, but nobody's taking them. A friend of mine asked, you know, where'd all these workers go? How come nobody, the other question they want to know is how come nobody, where's everyone who would rent these properties? And I think they're still here. They've obviously grouped up in houses or they're doing roommates, but take Northport, for example. They had an article the other day that Northport rents had increased 18% year over year. They announced another apartment complex they're building in Northport. So I decided, let me take a look on the MLS. How many listings for rent were there in Northport? And lo and behold, going back 10 years, we have the most rental listings available in the last 10 years in the city of Northport. So I don't even know if it's the people left. I think the demand just was never there. Here in Punta Gorda, I would have told you $2,000 is the magical number a few months ago, but that doesn't even seem to be getting it done now. So here's where we're at, guys. We got a lot of houses for sale. We have a lot of houses for rent. And what's going on with Airbnb? If you guys took a look out in Palm Springs, man, they just banned these bad boys. And you need a license from the city. This stuff is starting to spread. And they're saying home values out there are plummeting because everyone bought these for investments. And now they're trying to offload them. And if you can't turn them into an investment, nobody wants to deal with them. The demand without the investment aspect of this, which 7% rates tend to kill, is really what's going to make us suffer in most places, I think. For some reason, nobody thought this demand was artificial. Everybody thought this was natural, what happened the past 2 years, and would continue to do so. And a lot of people are being surprised right now, especially Airbnbers. I had a gentleman, fellow agent, that told me, hey, I got hit. Basically told me Airbnb was a scam. Now, I don't know this guy. We're just talking casually. But it surprised me to hear him say that. And his reasoning was he got involved with one. He bought an Airbnb up in the mountains thinking he was going to make big money. And he told me, they don't tell you got to furnish it, everything you got to get ready. The cost to get it up and operational is tremendous. It took him about a year to get off the ground. And then he started noticing he's not really making money. He's not really making the money he thought he would. And when he pulled all available properties that you could stay in, he said it was Airbnbs, hotels, regular rentals. He had 16,000 competitors in the area. You can't, it's just not going to happen. So he sold for a loss, told me he got clipped for 150 grand on it. And I think, unfortunately, he got out early. It's starting to look that way around the country. Well, guys, got word last night that this bad boy is coming down officially again. Hurricane Charlie's here. The city has decided they are going to start the demolition within 30 days. I think it's been ordered. So probably by the time this video comes out, you'll see this area fenced off, and hopefully they'll have begun. But yep, it's official. It's coming down. Don't know what they're going to do with it yet, but it's underway. And as you guys know, I bring you all this information just to kind of show you the sentiment changes here. I don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if there's going to be mass panic. Again, we got to see how the season goes. Nobody knows what's going to go on, as a few people who have called me and told me we're all just in it, right? We're in the churn right now, trying to see where it goes. Though we're getting a better view, a more clear view after we had a really volatile 2023 with interest rates and all kinds of stuff going on. Stocks are up, stocks are down, stocks are back up. Things got crazy. But with that being said, the sentiment again is what I'm focusing on. And my Lord, has it really changed. Let me tell you something, guys. In the height of the frenzy, you couldn't get a listing agent to call you back. If you called on a piece of property with questions on the market one day, like, hey man, just trying to figure out, we got 15 offers. You want to put one in or not? Wow. Okay. Just wanted to ask some questions. No questions, no inspections, done. If they picked up the phone, if they even talked to you. It was very rare. But now you schedule showings. Well, as soon as the showing's confirmed, hey, they reach out to you. And I do the same. I just do it as a courtesy, but no one was doing it before. Hey, thanks, got your showing confirmed. Here's a couple of details about the house. Let me know if you need anything. Please leave feedback. Anything we can be assistance of, just let us know. Complete 180, guys. These are the sentiment changes that I'm mentioning. And some people don't get it. There's big price drops. Some people refuse to see them. Maybe they don't know about them. But I had a showing a couple days ago, and this blew me away. Really shocked me. I put a showing request in. I got a call from the agent. The agent immediately asked if my customers had the funds to purchase this property. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. It was one of you guys off YouTube. Great couple. Had a blast with them. But the last thing I'm going to do is when we have a consult meeting, the first meeting is ask you to show me your bank account. Maybe a pre-approval, but come on. That's just so, I don't know. Maybe I waste my time. Maybe it's dumb me doing that. But I just don't think, I'd be pissed off if someone, I come to see houses and it's like, hey, show me you got the money. So I was very surprised when this agent called me. But it's not uncommon in very hot markets. They don't want tire kickers or people who are not going to buy coming through the house, even though I would argue, let anybody who wants to come through the house, come through the house. It's good publicity, and they'll give you feedback. But in very hot markets, I get it. So it shocked me because I thought to myself, does this agent think that we're in a very hot market? Anyway, in the conversation, they asked that. I said, I don't know. Here's the deal, buddy. I'm not going to ask them that. If that means we can't show it, that means we can't show it. I made sure to ask them, is this the house that's been on the market for over a year? Without hesitation, they answered me, yes. That should have been the end right there. Should have been the end right there. You're on the market over a year. You've done a massive price drop. You're still, I think, $100,000 off where you need to be. And you want me to have people pull out their bank accounts before they can even walk in the door. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. So there's some people that understand. There's some people that don't. Now, we did get in there. We did get to see it. They came to their senses. I called and said, hey, look, why would you pass this up? We're in town. Let us go see it. They're good. They wouldn't be here if they wouldn't. Maybe they would. I don't know. I don't do stuff like that, but people might. And we go in to see it, and yeah, it's dated. It's in a great location. It's got a lot of work that needs to be done. The ceiling is all damaged from the hurricane. You know, they did quick spot repairs, but basically all the drywall's cracking, all the tape's coming off, and down some areas of the house, not only is the molding separating, but down some areas of the house, there's horizontal cracks down the walls, which now I have to wonder, okay, is this, I don't see that often. Is this a settlement issue? Is this a hurricane issue? So I found it, you know, that's the other end of the spectrum. Some people get it. Some people understand. You just need to be reasonable right now, and people will purchase your properties. But there's also the other end of the spectrum that I think they think 2022 is coming back any minute now when the Fed drops rates, which after all the reports we got, we're going to have to see how that goes too. So again, guys, harping on the sentiment, you know, it's, you got two ends of the extreme. Some people are killing it. Some people are not doing too great, though I do talk to a lot of people. And from what I understand, a lot of people are struggling right now. You know, we hear these GDP numbers, we hear these job numbers, and then we hear about all these layoffs and these ghost job openings. Now, I didn't know this was a thing either. I've been doing a little investigation into this because it keeps popping up on my social media. And apparently these companies just list these openings with no intention to fill them, whether it's to facilitate the illusion of growth or to mess with budgetary constraints. You know, one of my friends told me they used to work for a railroad that would do this. And it was basically when the budget needed to go up, they'd post a bunch of job openings. Boom, 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 increase budget. When the budget needed to get cut, they'd close the job openings. And I was like, wow, that's actually a really great idea, but sneaky stuff. So a lot of people I talk to do not feel the sentiment is super great. People on the ground are feeling it. You know, after 2008, everybody was kind of in the same boat, and a lot of the smugness was out of the air. I think a lot of that smugness has come back, but you know, nobody knew what was going on 2009, 2010, 12. People were trying to hang on, make it through, and it felt a little more, I don't know, just felt like people were less arrogant then, but maybe that's also social media. I don't know. This is a real estate channel. We're not going to get philosophical on you. A little choppy out here today, and I know I always show you guys the remnants of Ian, but they still kind of haunt us, you know? Look at this guy. Somebody's got to come pick her up. Seen better days. But that's just the reality out here now. So the rental incentives don't seem to be moving the rentals. The various incentives from builders don't seem to be moving the new builds, though there's no shortage of them starting them the way that they thought they were. What is it going to take? What is it going to take to hit this market here specifically with a defibrillator, get it charged up, get it going again? I suspect it's probably 5% interest rates. But even then, as a gentleman who called in from the channel mentioned, he can get that from a builder all day right now. So is that even going to do it? Really wild times down here, guys. We're pretty much done with January. I should have some preliminary numbers out soon. You know, February, March, April are really going to have to rock and roll here for us to, I think, see price increasing. But who knows? If you guys saw my peak videos, could crush another peak this year. I have no idea. Well, that is what I have for today, guys. If you like this video, give me a like, share, subscribe, leave some comments down below, and I'll see you next time.